again. Welcome everybody to the Unagi Sayaka Watch. Everything you need to know what's been going on with the latest developments with Yoshi wrestler Unagi Sayaka. As you all know, last October in 2022, she made a very buzzing noise where she decided to go freelancing. I know some of you are having a hard time trying to keep up with her, what she's been doing, since she's no longer been appearing full time with Stardom. But here in in DWZ, for all you Nagi Sayaka fans, I'm gonna keep up what she's been doing. I am your host, J Rod here. So let's talk about her recent matches. However, there's certain matches that I reviewed, and those matches were in with Sendai Girls back in December. Now, those who remember clearly, let me do a little recap. Ever since Unagi Sayaka actually went freelancing, she made a bigger buzz when she arrived, took a bullet train from Tokyo all the way um to Sendai. Now, according to Unagi, she was calling out one particular person, and that person was none other than Chihiro Hashimoto. She did had a match with her where it was supposed to be a tag team match where Hashimoto teams up with her team 200 kilogram partner, Yu, and Unagi was supposed to have a tag partner of her own. But however, that match ended in a handicap match where she lost, and then she meets Yuriki, whatever her name, Oka, I think, and they wanted to have she wanted to have a singles match with her, but however, Hashimoto decided, how about this? You two team up to take me on. So I saw that match completely. Now, you may think of this match as like, okay, easy peasy, 2-on-1. I'm like, nope. You basically are putting two people against a female version of the Incredible Hulk, in my opinion. But nonetheless, they did pretty good. But however, Oka got powerbombed right on top of Unagi, and it ended up winning the match. Now that particular match did happen on the 5th of December. Now after this match, it was later put out that Unagi finally got her singles match against Hashimoto. Now you probably can say she would have put a hell of a fight, but she had to withstand every blow, every clothesline, every submission that Hashimoto had to put through her. However, that did not end it until Hashimoto actually, um, how do I say, put her in a Texas cloverleaf and forcing her to tap. Now we still are waiting for she did had another Unagi did had some match another match later on after this one where she teams up with Ryo Mizumori, but I don't know when that video will be uploaded. I will review that when it comes out. We're still waiting when she'll have her match against Oka. I know that Oka she really wants to have that match um with her, but we'll see what happens then. Um, this one, I think this match took place on the 23rd of December. Yeah, then a day before Christmas Eve. Now, recently as well, in the following month on January 21st, she had a match within World Woman Pro Wrestling Diana, or we just simply call it Diana, against Nanami. And this one was on the 21st of January. I thought it was a pretty good match, very strong. I mean, Nanami. This was more of a case where we saw, okay, we have Nanami, who is not to mention a member of God's Eye, despite the fact that she's not a full time member of the roster, and we got Nagi, Cosmic Angel. So that kind of sets the whole thing. But it was a good match, I have to say, for Nanami, who's 16 years old. I think she's 16. Really, really put up a hell of a match with her. But unfortunately, she ended up flatlined by Unagi, giving the win. Now, after this match, there was a bit of a promo. Unagi kind of asked her if she wants to team up, and they did. Now I don't know when that video will be uploaded, and once that happens, I will review it for everybody. Now there was a match that took place recently this month on the 21st of February. Unagi teams up with Tomoka Watanabe, where they take on AI Hosen and, of course, our current uh, AAAW champion, Chikayo Nagashima. You probably thought this was going to be a very interesting matchup because, as you know, Unagi has faced Chikayo and AI Hosen on different occasions, but um, I did not expect her to work well with Watanabe because people may not like Unagi, but like the roster, but she was able to get effectively. But it was, of course, Tomoka Watanabe who picked up the win onto AI Hosen, but it worked. However, later on it was shown, seems like Tomoka Watanabe wants something from Chikayo while Unagi left with AI Hosen. Now, these four matches, I will put the link in the description down below so you guys can see it. That way you don't have to scroll down and try to find it. It may take you forever. So if you're interested, check it out. I will put the which promotion, and the date. That way you guys know. Now there is a much recent event that took place the day after with Marvelous. It was with Real Japan Pro Wrestling for the Strong Style Pro Wrestling Volume 21st. I forgot what's the venue. Unagi ended up being in a triple threat in a three-way match with Tiger Queen and Tai Hama. Now, it's no secret that Unagi had her sights set on Tiger Queen. I don't know if she was happy with the decision was made to put her in a three-way. That is still unclear to me. But the match was okay. You can tell that Unagi really, really wants to challenge her. But, however, the match in favor of Tiger Queen when she put Taya Hamna in a submission, forcing her to tap, and it was over. But the obvious thing is, will this be the end of it? I don't know. Now, do do I believe this? There's going to be a video of this one. I don't know. If it's kind of difficult because I don't know how people watch it. I did see a full show before. I did review that one, but I'm not sure. So let's just hope for the best. Now, let's talk about some recent developments that took place with Unagi. If you guys follow her YouTube channel, someone was kind enough to notice something very interesting about Unagi. The first one, she called out Jade Cargill. Yes, folks, you heard me right. She called out Jade Cargill. Now, I don't know if Jade Cargill knows who she is, but if she does, that's going to be a very interesting match to happen. Now, in relations to that, she even told us in the same in her YouTube channel that she wants the fans to try to help her to see if she can get in AEW or Impact Wrestling. So basically, she has her sights set. So any of you Unagi Sayaka fans out there are interested seeing her in either or promotion, AEW or Impact, let's make some noise to get her there. Now, as you may remember on her upcoming matches later on in March, she's going to be in a tag match against uh, Michiko Miyagi and Yukari Hosokawa. Unagi will be teaming up with Itsuki Aoki. Now, it seems like they're not getting along well, but at some point they have to just put their little differences aside. There was some clips that show how they're they're like arguing back and forth or something. I don't know, but it's interesting. That match will take place, I think, the 21st. Well, I'm gonna go back to the schedule because I will reveal about that later. Now, finally, our recent development. Now, if you guys know, recently I've been following Unagi with, of course, developments about her being in All Japan Pro Wrestling. Now, keep in mind, she's been going back and forth with Suwama. Suwama actually teams up with uh, Mayumi Ozaki and Mayuhiki to take um, Unagi on, and with two partners of her choosing. Now, I did had a feeling that her partner, one of her partners, was going to be Yoshitatsu, so it was a no-brainer for me. But the obvious thing is, who will be the third? Now, Unagi did say that who would he like to have, but apparently Yoshitatsu saying the ball is in her court to decide. I mean, it is very interesting who she would team up with. I mean, I would say she has to pick someone like a strong competitor. Now, for me, I would like her to team up with Saki from Colors. The reason is because of this. I know she would team up with her. She's still good allies with her, despite the fact that she still wants her to be her henchman. But it would also be good for Saki to get a little payback for what happened last year at the Cork and Hall anniversary show. So that is something I could definitely see. But we just gotta wait and see until she finally makes her decisions, and that'll be it for that. Now, I know we have her schedule for the month of March, I believe. Hold on, let me pull it up. Yeah, here it is. She will be at Just Tap Out on the 3rd. She will be in a trios match teaming up with AOI and Hizoka to take on um, Sumika Yamagawa, um, Misa Kagura, and of course Yuri. And then a couple of days later, she will be in Pro Wrestling 01. She'll be facing Jungle Kiona and Jaguar Yokata. As you know, this was a match that was requested by Jungle Kiona. And then 5 days later, she goes back to Marvelous at Shinkiba First Ring. I just don't recall what her opponent is. I'm not sure if it's Takumi Iroha because I know she still dies to have a match with her. And then the 14th is of course the match with an All Japan Pro Wrestling where she teams up with Yoshitatsu and a mystery partner. I will follow up on that one. And then on the 17th of March, she goes back to 01. I don't remember what she is. I know she still wants a match with Aja Kong, but we'll see what happens then. And then again back to 01 on the 18th. And then finally on 21st, she goes to GLEAT where she teams with Izuki Aoki to take on Michiko Miyagi and Yukari um, Hosokawa. So that's pretty much it for the schedule of Unagi and any of the developments and of course the matches that I just reviewed for all of you. As I said before, I will put those 4 matches, the 2 from Sendai Girls, the one from Marvelous, and the one from Diana, on the description down below so you guys can to see them. Um, that way you guys can enjoy it. And I think that's pretty much it right now with Unagi Sayaka and everything else. So if there's anything else, I will put that in an alert to keep you guys apprised in Unagi's progress as a freelancer. So I will see you guys on the next episode. So I must bid all of you adieu. So goodbye. Mwah. And have a nice day. Bang.